about now? Okay. We're in business again. What the hell? Oh, okay. So what happened is, come on, get over there. What happened was Windows had an update yesterday. Okay, microphone audio is fixed now, so we are good to go again. Oh, that was dumb. So what happened was Windows had an update, and apparently every time Windows updates, it just like wipes out all my audio settings, which is stupid and dumb, and I hate it. Level design, hey, mostly useful. How you doing, man? Yeah, I have. Excuse me. I have 5 levels that I want to take care of today, in no particular order, and obviously I'm open to suggestions if more people decide to offer their thoughts. But what happened was the stream started with no audio because Windows had a big update, and apparently every time Windows updates, it wipes out a lot of my settings for OBS and everything else. So I started the stream, and there was about 5 minutes of nothing. MN Game Dev Bot tweeted out the stream. Just woke up to make breakfast. How are you? I'm doing good, man. It is a very nice day out. So I know that after I'm done with this stream, I'm probably going to run out and rollerblade for a bit and try to enjoy the weather while we have it, and so forth. But for the time being, I have work to do. I was trying to figure out a good way of handling some stuff. One thing that this game really doesn't have is a way for platforms to move a little bit smarter. And yesterday I was tinkering with having platforms move in a loop. So instead of... Oh, right. A lot of mistakes here. First of all, get rid of that. Second of all, go like this. Okay, so having platforms move in a loop like this, or just straight up kill you. So they move like that, which actually gives me a lot of options when it comes to handling that kind of stuff. Because now instead of having things go left and right, I can have it like go from off screen across and then go back and across, and that will actually help a ton. And that's something that I manually coded in the boss fights. So in these boss fights, I have these platforms, but they all have like an extra script on them being like, okay, well, if it gets to this point, then scoot back over that way. Which works fine, but it's not ideal when you want to do it large scale. So yeah, that was one thing that I took care of. I forgot about this guy. Okay. So my plan today is to make about 5 levels or so. Hopefully a little bit more. But yeah, just try to get back into the swing of things. Like I said, I need to make about 45 more levels before the game is done. So I've got a little bit of a ways to go. So the first one I had in mind, and I'll just load up Photoshop so I can draw it real quick, just to show you my grand plan. Is to basically create like a little spiral. So it'll be like this, and you have to start on the outside and get into the middle, and then just like these black blocks kind of push all directions into the middle. So it's a little bit of a race against time, but you also have to kind of dodge things. Hey, Ollie, how you doing, man? This is my very high quality drawing there. So that's kind of my plan for this. So first thing I need to do is just create the large level. And we can move forward from there. But I hope everybody's having a good Saturday so far. I hope having a thunderstorm, man, that sounds pretty intense, actually.
Really identify with somebody who's been, failed and false.
I'm doing okay. I had a little bit of technical difficulties when the stream started because it was not outputting my audio, which sucks, but that's okay. You have like 0 delay? Well, that's awesome. Maybe Twitch is finally getting off their laurels and trying to keep up with Beam a little bit. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, my OBS is set to have a 2-second delay, and I don't know what internally Twitch uses for that kind of stuff. So maybe it's something that they're working on, and they're gonna make everybody happier. So the other thought that I have with this level is instead of just having the black platforms sweeping across, that it would also be... That's too big. I really want this to be to fit on one screen. And I guess I can pull the camera back a little bit too, if I needed to do that. That's something I don't do super often, but it should be... It should be something that I use. I went the wrong way. You'd be like 1.2 not 0.8. See, the problem with doing this is that it makes the UI up here smaller too. I need to find like a way to compensate. Ollie, I have 25 levels left for the main game, and then I have an extra bonus 20 levels after that. Although I might make that 15. I'm making a Mother's Day gift in Unity. Oh, that's super cool. I hope she likes it.
And I'm not saying, yeah, go ahead and hurt everybody's feelings.
I wouldn't say that I'm almost done, but I'm definitely getting there.
But as an artist, what you really need to get to is towards the authentic.
I also realize I'm going to have to go like this. Because the black squares are going to take up a lot of space. And I don't want them showing up in the background. That's too much, but whatever. It's good enough. It's not a science. Okay. So what kind of thing are you making in Unity, Ollie? Okay, that looks like a good layout. And I think that this level is not a direct ripoff, but a pretty close approximation to a Super Meat Boy level. I can't remember. I do remember seeing this somewhere, but I can't remember where. But the overall goal will be in there, and there will be blocks you need to avoid. And I'm also thinking about putting some kind of turrets and stuff in here too, because these are supposed to be the later levels. And the later levels are a little more unforgiving. Oh, that's actually a pretty cool idea. Let's do that. Yeah, that should work. So I'm going to create like a little a little trench that you have to get to right away, or else you're going to get crushed. So I'm still trying to get my momentum back for this. I'm moving a little slow right now, but I'm okay with that. It's Saturday, man. I hope everybody's having a good Saturday too. There we go. Okay, so now I need to get a black. Do I want to go with a cube? I usually don't. With the black blocks, I usually don't go with like a full cube. Okay, that's the right size. There we go, 4x4. That's the right size. So this one's just a little too tall. Okay. Just resize this a little bit. Make it uniform. I am, actually. I really do enjoy Unity. I've seen a couple people like bouncing between Unity and the Unreal Engine, and I think that it's valuable to have the experience with both. But honestly, like, unless Color Jumper goes like crazy, like viral or anything, I'm fine sticking with my guns and just working with what I have. Okay, so is moving. Nope, we don't want Y, we want X. But overall, I really like Unity. I think that it's a really good system, and it works for me. You can prototype stuff really fast, and
you have to really trust yourself, I think.
So this is the intro now. So there's some problems with that, mostly that you can't see what's going on down there.
Not fill it up with something clever or
Although I could go like this.
impressive in some way.
I think this will work. Yeah, and I have a lot more game ideas that I want to do too. Oh, no, that still gets you? It shouldn't get you. That's interesting. I also want that to move faster. But we got to start somewhere, right? Yeah, like
Here I am. Here's my feeling.
I would really like to start working on new games.
Here's my feeling. Here's my
Why
heart.
does it break the prefab for that? I just want to move it into here. Oh, okay. I was trying to create a... There we go. And I think I've mentioned this before, but I really don't want to start a new game until I finish this one, because I know that if I start a new game, I'll never finish this one. So I'm trying to just power through it, which is working. Oh yeah, exactly. Like, I'm trying very hard. Well, I don't know what to say. It's mostly just determination. Just trying to make sure that... See, I really want to have this red here, but it kind of screws up the controls. So maybe just having a regular trench. Oh yeah, that moves way faster. Okay, so I can do this. Duplicate. And duplicate. Oh, it's too tall in there. Shoot. And I mean, I guess it's not even willpower as much as just knowing myself. because I know myself well enough to, if I start working on a new game, I'll get distracted. And if I get distracted, I know that I will realize how much better how much better I can program a game now than I did for, you know, a year and a half ago when I started this. Okay, perfect. So yeah, it kind of is. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I stole this from a Super Meat Boy level. Something similar anyway. Maybe not exactly like it, but I think that it works really well. Whoa, not negative 300. There we go. There we go. So I don't know if this is physically possible right now. Yeah. I want to delay those. And there are definitely some limitations on what I can do with this system. So I'm going to just kind of mess with what I have here. There we go. That should fix it. I like how, oh geez, I like how the level just turns into this miasma. Okay, so I need to find some kind of safe space up here. Which honestly, I could just do that. I could mirror this. Yeah, that'll work. I like this song. I don't know how loud it is. But yeah, it's Mario-esque. I like that. Yeah, mostly useful. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I stole this from Super Meat Boy, but let's just call it an homage, you know. But I really like Super Meat Boy's level design. And you know, it's hard to find a level that's not inspired by Super Meat Boy, to be perfectly honest. There's just so many. The blue here, so if you jump with blue there, you'll get yellow.
There is a difference between changes and transitions.
I'm trying to avoid songs that have talking in them. There we go. Whoop. Okay, so yeah, that works. Ow! So this is deceptively difficult. Oh wait, no, yellow. It would be green for that one, not yellow. I think that's why I was messing. It was like messing with my head a little bit. Other thing I'm not a big fan of is there's that little gap there. Like you can't make it up in 3 jumps, you have to do it in... Oh, no, you can. I wasn't able to sit up there, and I don't know why. Oops. Yeah, not paying attention to what I'm doing here. Oh. Is that too devious? Like, I'd have to give you more space, the player more space. But, yeah, let's do that. This idea won't work as well as I thought. Let's try this. That one's fine. That one's fine. This one needs to get scooted. And this one needs to get scooted. I guess that doesn't solve this problem, does it? There has to be... Yeah, I guess there just has to be like a little cubby up here that the player has to sprint to. I just have to make it bigger. My big problem is I just don't want to have the camera out too far, and I also want to make sure that, you know, it's able to be reached and it makes sense. But I mean, that's part of the puzzle, is it doesn't have to make sense, I guess. Wait, no, I didn't say yellow, I said green. Because now, yeah, that goes off the top of the screen, which means I have to zoom out the camera a little bit more. Which is fine. Well, I guess I could also just squish everything down a little bit. I was complaining that things were a little too tall. And I could just have the horizontal ones in the middle be a little bit shorter. It just kind of messes up the symmetry a little bit. Maybe. Oh yeah, that flows. Oh, okay, yeah, that flows way better. Yeah, you can't do that though. Can you race against this? Oh yeah, you can. Okay. You're gonna have to race against that. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, you gotta be really fast for this one. And there was, I was thinking about this the other day, and I actually, recorded it in my phone because I was on a walk at the time. There's, 4 different types of level difficulty, and I'm trying to remember what they were now. Because it was there's no way you can get to the goal from that either. You have to unless but there was like 4 different types of challenges when it came to level design. There was mimetic, which means you have to like memorize where you need to go. There was timed, meaning that you had a limited amount of time to reach the end or else you just lose. There's like a hard cut. And there was, what are the other 2? There was like skill-based, which requires you to just be very good at controlling the game. And then there was one more. That's a pretty good level, actually. It's not super complicated, but I mean, I could make it super complicated by being a complete asshole and going like this. There we go. But the 3rd type, I can't remember what it was now. Or the 4th type, I mean. That is a tough little jump there. Whoops. Cool. Still doable. Just an extra jump. If you hear banging in the background, please let me know. I will close my window. I want to know what that is. I can't remember. Thin the gaps or windows where the blocks start so you can see them beforehand. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I like that. So I can go like... go like this, so you get an idea of what's going to happen. That's a very good idea, actually. I like that a lot. And another thing that I need to do in this game, once I finish all the levels, is I need to go through all of them and like make them look a little nicer. So there's going to be a graphical phase for all this too. Which will give me a little bit more leeway when it comes to making things nicer. But this is a nice idea, especially for something like this. This is an excellent suggestion. Excellent suggestion. There we go. Words are important. Plus, these are all just quads. It's not like it's going to really slow down the computer at all if we have a ton of these floating around. Come on. There we go. It's possible. You might be right, but I'm going to just do this first just to see what it looks like. Just get a general idea. Yeah, you're right. The contrast is a little too much. So, I mean, the other option is just to go like this. which works pretty well too. The other thing I can do is I can push these out so they're like appearing off the map. I don't need that one at all. There. Yeah, that looks way better. Can't just charge that down. Good suggestion, useful. Whoa, you lived up to your name again. Oops. It shouldn't really change the goal time or anything though, so... Yeah. I'm also not using the controller, which would probably help if I did. Oh, it's so much easier. Yep, you just gotta figure out the timing on that cannon at the end. Which is a good addition, because otherwise this level's fairly rote, I guess is probably the best way to put it. There we go. So it's still not a huge challenge to get past it, but yeah, I like that one. That was a weird noise. Okay, done. As for the order of these levels, I don't really have that pinned down yet. I just, I wanted to put them out there. Also, on the paper, I named this level Vortex, not Spiral. Oh yeah, it does. Thank you. This is why I like doing stuff on stream. Okay. So yeah, these are in no particular order right now. Once I get a bunch of levels, then I can start like organizing them by difficulty. But right now I just wanted to crank a bunch out. This one I'm gonna personally hate. We can't lock X or Y for this one. I don't think. No, maybe I can. So, with this one, it's all about riding the wave. Except the wave is really annoying. Where am I going here? Okay. There we go. So the idea behind this one, I don't think there's enough space in this, where there's basically beams shooting up and down and you have to rotate yourself to get through all of that because the floor is of course lava. I'm probably going to have to make this one a little taller, which means I have to unlock the Y, which is fine. Once I get the general layout, then I can start tinkering with how I want to do the rest of it. Is that too big? No, I think that's a good... Yeah. Oh, this is going to be a terrible level. I'm going to hate it and love it. I'm going to make it a little shorter, though. Could you play through again? Oh, the last one? Sure. Sorry, I didn't see that earlier. Oops, I don't know what I was doing there. Yeah, so it looks like it's working just fine now. Yeah, and that was partially because I resized everything, and I didn't want... I wanted all of these to be squares, but unfortunately, since these are narrower, this wouldn't be a square, it would be a rectangle. And I don't think there's much I can do about that. I mean, the other way I could go about it is to go like this, which would keep it a square, but also give it the gap. Well, if I made them all rectangles, then I'd have to redesign the level. And I mean, it's not the end of the world if that one's not consistent. It's just... I like consistency. The other option... Oh, I don't think that would work. I was thinking the other option would to be going like this. But then I don't know how you dodge the turret. But that would definitely fix the consistency issues. Oh, and then you can't jump up there. Yeah, that causes more problems than it fixes. Excuse me. I'll leave it like this for now. Like, none of these are going to be the final level designs. Like I said, I'm going to make another pass at all these levels and just fix them up graphically and make them look nicer in general. So I'm not super worried about if it's perfect right now. It's like getting those ideas down and then going back and fixing them up and stuff later. So no bigs. Yeah, and I could do that too. That's not a bad idea. I'll get back to it. Oh, I can make that way wider. Okay, prefabs, beams, beam tile. Blorp. So, yellow, up. I'm thinking this one will be red. So my plan is, oops. To then have those beams shooting through the top here. And then just figuring out a way, well, it's not really have to figure out a way, it's just making sure that the beams get through but the player can't, which... Hey Liquid, how you doing, man? It was fun talking to you on the comments earlier today. I hope that, I'm glad that you got some good information out of the Famine Tracker series, man. That means a lot to me. Oh yeah, I've been working on this game for about a year now. It's getting close to being finished. If you wanted to give it a try, you can do that and play the demo. And I would love to hear your feedback if you have any. So what this does is this will allow the beam to go through, but since this is yellow, the player can't rotate and pass through it himself. And honestly, like, it would be a pixel perfect move to go through there, because it would be like, I think it has to be pixel perfect, and it's entirely possible that maybe for speedrunning I leave it that way just for shits and giggles. I'm actually curious if you can do it. Because it's so tantalizing. Let me make it pixel perfect. Can I pause? How do I pause the game while it's running with the keyboard? Unity, keyboard, shortcut, pause. Shift Control P. I think. Yep, Control Shift P. Help for getting used to chiptune. I've been using FL Studio for several years, but it doesn't suit for the kind of music. Yeah, and I used FL Studio for a very long time too. Okay, so I have the game paused. What I can do is I can go in here and... Where is the player? Player object. So I want this to be negative 4.5. So this is pixel perfect. Oh, cool. I really like game development. I think it's a lot of fun. Nope, even pixel perfect, you can't do it. Okay, that's perfect. It tantalizes the player. Yeah, and I used FL Studio for a very long time as well. And as much as I loved it, so there's some things I need to fix with this. But yeah, as much as I loved FL Studio, it just didn't gel with my workflow as much as I wanted it to. And that's nothing against FL. Like, there's a ton of really talented artists that can use FL, and more power to them. But I had a friend who convinced me to try Ableton, and I got hooked after about 3 months of tinkering with it. Hey, Catalyst, how you doing, man? I like your emojis. Oops. That's too many turns. Initially, I was, yeah, exactly. And, like, it's all personal preference. You can't really be like, oh, well, FL Studio is the best software, so if you're using Ableton, you're doing it wrong. Like, you can't do that. Like, there's no reason for that to be a thing. I'm going to give the player a little bit more space here. It feels cramped. As long as you can see the goal at the top there. That one's really hard. I don't know if this is feasible. I'm also probably just doing it wrong. Which is entirely possible for a developer to do his own thing wrong. Yeah, you can see on the bottom there, I'm bouncing off of the edges. Oh, that was close. I'm bouncing off the bottom of those platforms. So I think I just need to give it a little bit more vertical space and it should be okay. Yeah, the problem is that if you get too high, you'll hit the ceiling. So if I just raise the ceiling up a little bit, that should fix the problem. Good point, though, Catalyst. We're getting there. It just takes a little bit of doing. And I could also be a jerk and put, like, turrets and stuff over here, which is not a bad idea. Yeah, so the bottom part is fairly safe. I gotta fix that. See, now it's too easy. He says as he dies. Junks! How you doing, man? I would assume Junks and Chill. Welcome! Honestly, I haven't seen many Beam people around lately. I'm glad that you swung by, man. It's super cool to see you again. I actually feel kind of bad. Yeah, spam! I actually feel kind of bad that I haven't been on Tim's stream lately, or any streams lately, for that matter. Just because I I've been busy, and Beam stopped sending me notifications when people come online, which is actually super annoying. Let's make this a little harder. Kapow! Hey Devious, how you doing, man? I saw you in the Spam Fest. Just kind of waited for that to be over before, Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to put homing turrets in this. I think it's going to be too difficult, if not completely impossible. So I'll turn those off, and maybe if I just do dumbfire turrets, even just one might be enough. Like one right down the middle here, shooting left every 1.5 seconds. The problem is that it might be a little unfair the first time you head over there, because you don't really see it until it's too late. Chunks, I am doing all right. I have been I've been busy as hell, but that's not a bad thing. Whoa! Ah, too far. See, the problem with having that turret there is it's unfair because you can't see it before you are already in super danger. And I don't know how to I don't know how to fix that. Because there's maybe not. I was thinking like you could just blast up and then suddenly you're in turret town and you die. How are you, Chunks? If I haven't asked that already, I can't remember. Whoop. Ah, too far. Okay, so this is starting to come together a little bit. It's very difficult, though. Which is good, because these are like the last levels in the game. Yeah. It's doable. It might be too difficult for some people. I don't know. It feels like it's either too hard or too easy, and I can't decide which one it is. I've heard everybody talking about Battlegrounds. What's that like? Is it, it's like an FPS, right? I heard that it was kind of all over the place. I need to get back. I need to hook back into video games. Because lately I haven't been doing a whole lot. Yeah, this is a good level, though. Tense. It's like... But how about color beams that toggle on and off for some sort of random interval? Yeah, Turtle, that has been suggested, and I'm totally down with suggestions. My big thing right now is this is my first game. This is the first game I've really worked on ever, and I don't want to get super bogged down with feature creep. But I am writing all of these suggestions down, and if I feel compelled to like release an expansion pack for the game or to just make Color Jumper 2, I will definitely be adding more features and more functionality and better graphics and all of that other main stuff. But for the time being, I just kind of want to finish the game. I just want to finish the game and get it out there and be like, hey, I made something. I'm important. So yeah, this one's pretty much done for the moment. I can always come back to it later, like always. But that's a good one. Yes, and mostly useful. That's definitely a workaround that I've done, where I can have a block move back and forth across the thing, like this, is moving, move loop, to 2, time to move, 20. So, like, this is the poor man's way of doing it. There's a fucking strobe light. Wee! let's let's turn that down to 10. Yeah, so you can definitely do it. That was flippin' hilarious. And that is actually a good idea, like something for a level that has like just all the beams, but they're coming from off the screen, so you have to like navigate your way up through all these beams that are like just kind of appearing and disappearing. That'd be kind of difficult though. And yeah, but I do appreciate, I genuinely do appreciate your suggestion, and I will definitely keep it in mind. But at this point, I'm more or less feature complete, so I don't want to introduce more features, mostly for my own sanity. Oops. Okay, oh yeah, this needs to get added to the build as well. There we go. So, yes, it's definitely something that I will, I'll file away for later. So this one is a little bit more ambiguous. But the general idea is creating rooms that the player is trapped in for a couple seconds, generally avoiding like turrets or some kind of fire. Yeah, keeping it simple is kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm adhering to the KISS principle. And yeah. And I just want it to be, I want it to be a game that people can play and hopefully enjoy. And if like seriously, if it does take off, like I would be overjoyed to make more content for it, but I also don't want to spend like the next 3 years working on one game. Hey Kato, or Kado. How you doing? Let's make sure this is the right height. I can make it a little taller. So the whole point of this level is that it's difficult. You basically just get locked in this little area, and you have to survive for like a couple seconds before moving on to the next area where you get locked in the area and you have to survive and so forth. I made that way too tall. Thank you so much for the follow. Give me 2 seconds. As is tradition on this channel, I give everybody who follows a little piano solo, which I don't have a piano loaded. So give me 1 second, and I'll plunk out some piano for you. Unfortunately, I don't get those alerts on YouTube. Get some work done. Yeah, Chunks, take care. Thank you so much for the host. It really means a lot to me. I don't get a ton of hosts. Okay, it works. Thank you so much for the follow, Kato. I am in love with that chord, the C major 9. It's so pretty, especially ending like a progression. Ugh, I love it. But yes, thank you so much for the follow. It means a lot to me. Anyway, back to work. That's way too tall. Too tall. Firefly. That was like a quote from Firefly, except it was just like some passing. I think Jane was playing basketball, and he said like too tall when he blocked a shot or something. Remember Firefly? That was a good show. Okay, I can put it a little taller than that. A little shorter. I should really watch Firefly again, though. It's hard to believe that that show is as old as it is now. To be honest, like, it kind of just permeated people's consciousnesses, and it, yeah. Okay, so this is our level. We're done, right? Super cool. Oh, it's so hard. This is actually probably going to be one of the most complex levels I make today. We'll see about the other two, but I think that they'll be pretty straightforward. So this level's going to have... yeah. This level is going to basically be like serpentine. It'll be a snake. It'll go up, and then down, and then up, and then down, and then the exits I can hear in this like little cavity. So let's get to work making the general shape, and then we can refine it later. Yeah. So the exit is actually going to be in here, so I need to like hollow this out. It'll be like up here on a pedestal, and probably turrets and other shenanigans going on in there. Look a little nicer. Do the same thing over here. And this would, I'm actually planning on putting a collectible in here because I need to put more collectibles in these levels. There. And of course, this will be dangerous to get to. Dangerous as all get out. Yay, I got it. And then this one goes up. Boop. Yeah. Okay, so this is the general layout. Just looking at my notes now. Trying to figure out how to make this work. Really, I think I can shorten this middle bit up and kind of shove everything over a little bit, because this middle bit is mostly just to allow more vertical movement. I don't really need a ton of space. Though the thing I have planned, I am going to need a little bit more space over here, so I'll go like this. So over here, I want death walls. Death walls. Death walls. I don't know. I'm a little loopy today. I'm actually super tired. I don't know why. I got pretty good sleep the last couple nights. Okay, right there. Right there. But how do you get up, you ask? I think my neighbors are just building an entirely new house over there. I don't know what they're doing, but they're making a huge racket. Not literally a racket, although with all the woodworking, I wouldn't be surprised. So the plan is to get the player stuck into this little jump zone here. So they have to like keep doing this for a couple seconds, which isn't hard, but it's one of those things where if you don't do it super long, it causes problems. Yeah. Go like this. I'm not sure what I'll have in here, but it'll definitely be something. Oh, that's been welling up for a while. Excuse me. Thank you. It means a lot to me, man. I've had a lot of fun working on it. Although at this point I kind of just want it done. I've been working on it for too long at this point. Yeah, it's a really fun concept though, and I'm really happy that people have been receptive to it. There we go. Oh, though really this should be longer than... we'll see how this goes. So moving, move loop, move to there. And then just do the opposite over here. Getting too many ideas and starting 20 new projects. Yeah, that's kind of... I don't know why there isn't a bottom one. That's kind of my problem right now, where I have a lot of ideas, and I have them all written down. And honestly, if you haven't written your ideas down, you really should do that. But yeah, it's like I just have a lot of things that I want to do, and I don't have much time to do them most of the time. Okay, how does this look? Perfect. Yeah. So the problem is you can just skip through right there, which I don't want. So I need to offset them somehow. That's the problem with this, is that I don't have an easy way of Unless I make 2 of them. I don't think that would work either. I can try, though. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of projects that I want to start. It's also not helping that I'm using the keyboard again instead of my... Oops. Yeah, let's just switch to the controller and see if that works any better. I don't think that this is going to be a solution that works. Yeah. There's no easy way of getting off that platform. Although, maybe there is. However, the timing is going to be different because there's other... I can always create like a custom script to... Oh, no, yeah, there you go. Yeah, Turtle. I totally understand the pain of that. All too well. So it's just like trying to get out there and do stuff that you're passionate about without completely screwing up something else. I hate doing this. That's why I have to manually set this one. Ugh. I don't like manually setting them, but it needs to get done for this one. At least for the time being. I might come back and try to fix it up a little bit later, but this lip needs to be there, or else the player's not going to be able to make that jump, at least easily. Who knows? This level might be a little bit more complicated than I thought it was going to be. So... well, that kind of works. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it's like I'm trying to be clever with this puzzle. And I think this works. The main thing is that I want to have this one on the bottom to be sure that that you can't just like sit and wait for the right time. Like you have to be in this little perpetual area. So I think that this will work just fine. I'm just doing some graphical stuff now, make it look a little nicer, and then I can work on create another challenge for this area. I worry that the black is a little bit lost behind the green there, which is a problem. So what kind of game do you work on, Turtle? Or are you working on, I guess is a better way of putting it. I know you were looking at chiptunes, so I would imagine that it's kind of a 8-bit's the wrong word, but kind of a retro theme maybe. Okay, yeah, that works. It's a little chaotic, but that's okay. Yeah, and I mean that's kind of the point. There are definitely some levels that are designed to be very difficult / annoying. Like this one is just long. There's enemies you have to fight, turrets you have to avoid. This one's a good level that kind of showcases all the oops. I messed it up. That kind of showcases everything. But yeah, like I definitely want to make this game difficult, but not like I don't know. Not boring, I guess. Okay, so for this area right here, I want to have the same principle where it's 2 gateways and they move slowly. So that's not too hard to do. I'm still thinking that I'll use the black. But since I have a lot of space here, I can make these really long. I can make them kind of long. Time to move. I want to make this one like really slow. But I also want to make sure that you can get in there. Yeah. Make sure that you can get in there before you get locked out. So 14. Something relaxing and meditative. It would be cool to accompany the surrounding with cozy chiptune. Yeah, dude. I totally get it. Explorative games like that are a lot of fun. Okay, so now you're like, oh no. This one should be like point or just 1. Yeah. I completely agree. I think that would be super cool. I just also want to make sure that this doesn't close so slowly that you can just scoot under it, which, you know. So that's kind of like the limitation of what I have here. What I should be doing is I should create some additional scripts to like stretch it out, like to stretch out the blocks. But maybe instead of putting that in here, I can put it in here. And this one can be solid. Oops, don't delete that. Oh, that can't be solid either, because that's... Shit. I'm getting hamstrung by my own level design. Or my own limitations within the software. No, it's a recording. No, she doesn't stay in one space long enough. I can change the video. Boop. Can still squeak through. Now you can't. Okay. That's the big thing. I want to make sure that you can't just, But, I mean, the problem is that then you get this giant bar going across. And honestly, I can just make it go like this. So it can just block. Yeah. Pretty much. Okay, so there's that. And then we can just go into the prefabs here and get us some of these Homan turrets I've heard so much about. I want to put in 2, but I don't know if I'll be able to because, like... There we go. Okay, we're good. Nope, we're not good. I think I just have to do 1. Okay. Cha. Although, see, 1 is too easy. Because you can just do this. That's no fun. With 2, there's chaos. Maybe if I put them both over, like, over here. And I'll change their fire interval to a little bit offset. So they don't fire at the same time. Yeah, see, it's still too easy because they're coming from the same vector. Okay, try this. There we go. Although I guess you could still kind of cheese it. Nope. Okay, so that's sufficiently difficult for me. That satisfies my craving. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is a clusterfuck, I tell you what. Hui. It's doable. That's doable. This level is going to be dense. Yeah, I like this song. This level is going to be dense as fuck. Game programming patterns on the site. I'll definitely look that up. Let me Programming Patterns book. Very cool. Yeah, I'll look into that. Just checking something real quick here. I'm gonna retweet my tweet with the Periscope stream going. Hopefully get a couple more people involved. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. I mean, like, I definitely have programming experience, but I don't always fully understand what's going on with game dev, so that kind of insight is valuable. So what can I do inside this little F zone over here to make things difficult for this collectible? I'm thinking about taking like a black block, going like this, but then I don't know how to get over there. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, man, it's cool. I started programming probably back in 1998, but that was back with I programmed using QBasic, which is a very, very different language. And that worked well for me. And then there was a very long break where I didn't do a whole lot of programming at all. And I currently have a job at a major bank doing application development for dashboards, which requires more kind of web savvy and stuff more than like pure raw programming experience. So I keep doing the same thing over and over. I don't know what I'm trying to accomplish here. There we go. So yeah, I definitely have experience with programming, but oh, what a shot. I can't say that I am like an accomplished game developer or anything like that. That is surprisingly hard, that little F zone. So I'm just gonna skip it. Boop, let's just change the start to over here to make sure that this actually works. Oh yeah, I like that. There's a couple ways to get in there. Not super dangerous, but definitely annoying. I mean, if I really wanted to be annoying, I could go like this. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, getting your degree is definitely going to be helpful, but you can totally be self-taught with this kind of stuff too. So don't think that the degree is going to get you everything you need. There's a lot of self-teaching as well. But yeah, the degree helps you get a job, if nothing else. Although there's been a lot of companies lately that just go off of like your portfolio more than your like work history, which honestly I think is great. Like there's so many creative companies out there that like go off your work history and be like, oh, well, you haven't worked a lot, so we can't hire you. But, you know, you should look at the person's portfolio and like see their actual work rather than judging them by their work history, because it's so tenuous, maybe might be the right word. I don't know. But it's just like, it's out of your control. Like your work history is a little out of your control. Just because, you know, you might have a bad boss and that bad boss screws you over, and then all of a sudden, like, it's hard for you to find a job, and that's stupid and dumb. I kind of like the idea of having like just a crusher, a Wesley crusher right here. Again, it like forces you to wait. And another nice thing about forcing you to wait is this turret's going to be taking pot shots at you. But yeah, like I went to college for graphic design and visual communication, and like that was a big thing for me to be able to do that kind of stuff. But getting out into the field, it's like this was back in 2001 where, skip this, where, it's so loud, where people were very traditional with hiring. And it was difficult to find a job because I didn't have any work experience, and you can't get work experience if you don't have a job. So I ended up like temping for people for 4 years. It's fucking awful. So yeah, I'm really glad that there are companies out there that hire based off of merit rather than like merit of their portfolio rather than work history. And hopefully you can get a job doing the same thing, because there's definitely opportunities out there. What should I do in this last section here? Do I have anything written down? Skyway, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Fellow game dev, what do you work on? Yeah, I'll give you a quick rundown of my project then. If you're a first timer, this is called Color Jumper. It is a puzzle platformer style game similar to Super Meat Boy, where you are a cube, and every time you hit the jump button, your cube rotates by 90 degrees. You fall through platforms that don't match the color. So that's the gist of the game. It gets significantly more complex as you go along. Like so. God, I hate this level, actually. So, it gets more difficult as you go along. There are boss fights, which are still a bit of a work in progress, but yeah. And yeah, that's kind of where I am. I have 75 levels done so far. Ugh. I keep choosing the really fucking difficult levels. Hi, banana. Tropical banana man here. So yeah, like this is my game so far. Oops, that's not the level that I wanted. This is the level that I wanted. This is the most recent boss fight. Oh, I screwed this up. Don't shoot at me. Yeah. So, yeah, it's super fun. Oh, thank you, man. That means a lot to me. I've been working on this for about a year. It's already greenlit, which is awesome. I just need to finish it. So I just need to knock out another 40 or so levels after today, finish a boss fight, and write the soundtrack. You know, it's like a couple weeks. I'm a little bit behind schedule on this, but that's cool. So I need to figure out what tricks and traps we can do over in this area at the end here. Oh, Skyway Interactive followed the channel. Thank you so much. Follow Skyway on Twitch. Oh, cool. Tropical Banana Man. Oh, that's awesome, dude. So as is tradition for followers from Twitch or Beam, unfortunately YouTube doesn't really give me notifications. I'll give you a little piano solo. I did that last time. That's the wrong chord. Anyway, I kind of lost my bearings on that one. Anyway, thank you so much for the follow, man. It means a lot to me. I was making a game, wasn't I? It's cool that you two know each other, though. I'm gonna have to look up your channel, Skyway, and see what kind of stuff that you work on as well. Oh, good. I have your notifications on there, so I can just do that when I'm done with this. Okay. So what kind of weird stuff can I toss over here? One thing that I want to do is I want to like start using all the mechanics that I have at my disposal at the same time. But I'm not sure how to do that in this context. Let's see, turrets, walls, particles. I mean, I could do something, awesome face! How you doing? I don't want green there. How about yellow? I'm glad you're here, awesome face. We were starting to miss you. Just kind of have this little sneaky pit of death down here. Everybody's following today, oh my god! Oh yeah, that was you, Tropical Banana. So just force the player to kind of go like that. Not like a tricky trap, but like I like the traps, especially, and this is something that's very common with Super Meat Boy, where, oh god, this song's too loud. It's very common with Super Meat Boy. Yeah, no, it means a lot, and I think very recently we hit 300 followers on the Twitch channel, which is super cool. I had given up on Twitch for a while, but lately it's been making a little bit of a resurgence in my heart. And yeah, like I think lately we've been doing very well on the Twitch tubes. And I know I stream on YouTube as well, because why not? And as much as I love Beam, I don't get a whole lot of love on Beam right now, which is fine. Okay, so this one needs to be red. is still not yellow. What is an ant doing on my shit? Couple months ago, I had a very, very large infestation of ants. And I thought I took care of it, but I clearly didn't. Get the fuck off my shit! Damn it, you're so fast! Ah! Get off my pants. You're gross. Yeah, a couple months ago, I actually had a very severe infestation of ants. Yeah, Skyway, that would be awesome, and I'm gonna check out your stuff as well, because I gotta get better at following other people's streams. I don't do it super often, and that's bad. Like, being able to either build or support a community is super important when it comes to this stuff, and like you can't make it alone. As much as you'd like to think that you can, it's very hard to make it alone. I might just have another turret here. Get some symmetry. Plus, this will make it a lot harder to properly line up these jumps. So I think that works just fine. All right, let's play this level from the beginning. I might want to do something to like the intro area too. Oh right, I have to go through this clusterfuck. Okay, what am I doing? Gotta get right underneath there. I might have made this first part a little too hard. Oops, got a little too close. I'm just really bad at video games. Yes, Tropical, I am making sure that I can beat any level that I make. Part of it is just kind of... that last little scoot is hard. If I can't beat it, I'm not going to release it. Because I feel like I'm okay at video games. I'm definitely not, like, top tier. But, I'm not going to go for the collectible. Ah, shit. Yeah, this is a good level for, I was talking earlier about the types of levels and, or types of, the types of level design. And, this is like an attrition-based level where you have to survive. I'm kind of understanding the better way of handling these turrets, which is good. There we go. Done. Too much of an evil genius. There we go. And done. 20 seconds, 21 rotations. I'm going to set the gold medal for 22 seconds. Keep this at 21 rotations. You could probably do it in less. Evil genius. Even to yourself. Yeah. Because I feel like my skill level for this game and for platformers in general, it's probably like medium to medium high. I'm definitely no like super expert, but I'm definitely better than, you know, some other people. I've beaten Super Meat Boy. I've beaten Super Meat Boy on all the different difficulties, I think. Maybe not Bandage Girl stuff, but I think that's just because I stopped playing it. And then, yeah, like I like playing these games. And the other thing I have to my benefit is I have a year's worth of experience playing this game specifically, and beyond that, I know the answers to all these puzzles, so it's all skill-based for me. I'm not trying to learn the level and also beat the level at the same time. I already know the level. Oh wait, no, this needs to be 78. Okay, on to the next level. So these two are going to be vertical levels, which I'm kind of interested in tinkering with a little bit more. So I think, again, this one's another one inspired by Super Meat Boy, where it's like this vertical column and you're like slowly descending through it, and you have to kind of dodge turrets and dodge black blocks and all that other good stuff. So I have a feeling that this one will be a little bit faster in development, because it's basically just going like this, and like this. I'm getting the exit down here. And this is all just kind of ornamental down here, but excuse me, but get some danger blocks. Danger blocks like sounds like the evil version of Legos, except blocks is with an X. I kind of want this to be like you just can't see the ceiling. But to deter players from actually going up and trying to find the ceiling, you gotta make sure that it can't touch it. Boop. And then fix the background. Meow. So the one problem I have with these types of levels, and I love these types of levels, but the one problem I have with them is they're basically auto-scrollers. And when it comes to speedrunning, people hate auto-scrollers. So I don't want to make it a long level. And even when it doesn't come to speedrunning, people just don't like auto-scrollers. I guess that's fair too. I don't want to make it a super long level. How long does that take? Well, it's not going to go anywhere if I don't set a speed, so let's do that. So how long does it take to beat this level right now? So how y'all doing today? God, my bot likes to spam. If this level is under 30 seconds, I think it's okay. Okay, yeah. It'll be like 25 seconds. Okay, so 24 seconds for the goal. Actually, 23.5. I'm slouching. trying to get comfortable, and I'm like oozing off the camera. Cool. So all we got to do now is make a bunch of crap in here. It's going to be a lot of black blocks. Start simple. And go like this. Although, really, these should be 5x5s, I think. Try that again. There we go. 5x5. There we go. That's a little bit more symmetrical. Oh, that's way bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's hard to tell. It's hard to judge size. Okay. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Fun fact about this song: that clinking sound is a slinky. Okay, so we have that, and then we can start adding moving platforms. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Well, if you put something together, let me know. I'd love to hear it. I'm glad you're having fun in Famine Tracker, though. It's definitely it's a really cool program, and it's worth taking the time to learn, even though the learning curve is a little difficult on it sometimes. Kind of screwed up the thing here. This should be loop, not repeat. 4. This should be 3, and this should be 5. Just kind of want to set up a bunch of traps here. If you could call it traps. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, and like I'm totally fine with people lurking. Like I can see the viewer count. It's been up to about 20 something when Chunks hosted, but you know, it hovers around like 10 or so, which is standard for my streams. Ooh, that is a difficult. So yeah, if you want to lurk, if you want to just hang out, that's totally cool with me. Whoops, I want this to be 18. There we go. And if you are lurking, I hope you're having fun. What happens if you go this way? Maybe this way is easier. It'd be amusing to just, yeah, you just hang along the side this whole time. Just be like, can't just push yourself up against the wall. That's cheating. No fun here. This is the no fun zone. You're on the internet. Yeah. So, I mean, you can still just hang out right here and skip all that, which is not something that I want. Standard for most streams, really. Most people don't have a lot of viewers. I'm trying to have fun watching your project develop. Find your tutorials first in blog form. Oh, cool. Yeah, there are a ton of effects in FamiTracker. And like the blog was something that I wrote a long time ago, and I was compelled to make the tutorials because I started. Hold on one second. Something is howling. I don't know if it's like. I'll be back in like. Well, hi. Yeah, so I went to change to my Be Right Back thing, and OBS just straight up crashed. Let's see if it happens again. There we go. Okay. So I will be back. I'm sorry for like starting the stream and then like leaving, but I need to fix something real quick. OBS crashed. I will be back in like 30 seconds. I just need to figure out what the hell's going on over here. Like everything's going wrong at the same time. I'll figure that out later. What happened was, let me go back to, there we go. Oh, I just paused it. Sorry. I did make it Tropical Banana Man. This song is called Running Out of Vacation, and it was one of my 2-hour track challenges. Well, I can figure out the date, actually. Maybe I can't. It was from late last year, I think. Excuse me. So we have little fountains that we have for the cats, so they're able to get liquids. And one of them just started screaming, the fountains, I mean. And I don't really know why. I think something's caught in the little motor, but I wanted to go fix that, so I went and put my Be Right Back screen up, and then OBS crashed. So I was like, I need to fix OBS, but I also need to fix this thing so the motor doesn't just like devour itself. So that was the last 5 minutes for me. You actually streamed making of that song? Yeah, let me find it for you real quick, actually, then. YouTube 2-hour track challenge running out of vacation. That should be specific enough. Oh, wow, it was an old one.
There's a tendon.
Yeah. Let's skip this stupid ad. Make sure that this is August 25th. Yeah. Cool. Here ya go. Yeah, I have a lot of fun with the 2-hour track challenge. What I could do... Oh, yeah. Okay. Instead of having these, I can start narrowing this. Negative 21.5. 12.5, I mean. Well, Banana Man, if you want to watch all of the 2-hour track challenges, there's 72 of them now. I have a lot of fun doing them. And there is one every Wednesday. So I'm not stopping that anytime soon. But yeah, I will always... That's going to be one consistent thing, regardless of my schedule. I always try to put out a 2-hour track challenge every week. Cool. So now... I still like that you have to go like, oh, now it doesn't do that anymore. Did I... Oh, right, I have to fix these. Yeah, so aside from the creative exploration videos that I do, I'd like to think that the 2-hour track challenges are something that everybody kind of gets value out of on my channel. I don't really know what I'm doing right now. I feel like there's like 13 things that I want to do on my YouTube channel, but I haven't really nailed down exactly the format that I want to do. The other thing I have to do is just to make sure the player doesn't hang out on these little doodads here, I have to make them a no player zone, which is to say that I have to make them black. There we go. Do the same thing down here. Okay. Then, since we've done horizontal here, maybe we can do vertical over here. So make these boxes a little bit smaller. Oops, -10. -8. Not -87. There we go. There. How impossible is this? I'll try the controller if I have problems. And like this is another one where it's more learning the path than it is actually. Wouldn't it be hilarious if you could just stay in the middle all the way down and you wouldn't get hurt? There we go. I feel like that's too easy. 'Cause it is. That should be good coverage. There we go. Now it's impossible. So they shouldn't shoot until right now. Okay, yeah, this got significantly harder. Okay. Okay, serious time. Do that. It's gonna fire again. Safe. Okay. Yeah, that's doable and difficult. And you can do it with 2 rotations. I like it. Okay, and there's one more level that I wanted to make today. And this is the opposite. You're going up instead of down. And this one's not dictated by platforms. It's just dictated by how good you are at the jumps. Actually, this one's going to be really kind of narrow. Narrow-ish. Narrow-esque. It is me, but unfortunately there is another artist that goes under the name of Abstraction on Spotify as well that kind of, we share a pool of music that I'm not happy with, and I've sent Spotify a message before, and they never got back to me. So I don't know if I just need to send them another message or if there's like another form that I need to fill out. But it's actually kind of annoying. And it's kind of cool too, because like their fans find my stuff and my fans might find their stuff. But it's mostly annoying because like they have, I think they're like a metal band, which is not really a bad thing, but it doesn't really coincide with my aesthetic when it comes to music. But you know, but yeah, that's something that I should put on my to-do list to bitch at Spotify some more, because that is annoying. But yes, that is me. You have found me on the internet. I almost put in abstraction. Well, if you wanted to listen to all of my stuff, here, I'll give you some links. If you wanted to listen to the most recent stuff, it's soundcloud.com/abstraction. If you wanted to buy albums, it's Bandcamp. No, it's abstractionmusic.bandcamp.com. And I do have a Spotify playlist somewhere. There it is. Okay. I'll spam you with links. So SoundCloud is the most recent stuff, which I might be phasing out SoundCloud fairly soon, just because it's expensive and I don't like the service they provide. I might just switch to posting all my music on YouTube. If you want to buy albums, you can go to Bandcamp, and if you wanted to stream music and support me that way, you just go to Spotify. Oops, that doesn't look good. So the general premise behind this might not work. I was hoping that the player could kind of jump around these obstacles up and up, and that might not be how this can go. Yeah, you lose. Okay, so what I'm thinking of now Hey, Drict! Oh, thank you, Banana Man. Or Turtle, or whatever you prefer to go by. Thank you. How you doing, Drict? Haven't seen you in a while. Okay, so now you can go like that. And just kind of make these progressively difficult as you go up. Whoops. So that's what duplicate means to you, is it? There we go. So I've been starting to get hooked on the Mystery Science Theater 3000 the new season that they put out on Netflix. Which is bad because each episode is the length of a movie. But it's so addicting to like just watch bad movies. And I can take or leave the commentary. I think that the commentary is good, but it's not always exactly what I crave. I think this will work. But it's been a lot of fun to watch a couple of those episodes. Tropical. The Room. Yes, I have. I actually watched the Riff Tracks version of that, which is the Mystery Science Theater, the Mystery Science Theater people. Which was a lot of fun. Aside from the fact that it's like this weird softcore porn. But, you know, that's how it goes. I don't know if this configuration is possible. Impossible to beat. But I think it is. Oh, yeah. There's some problems with that. Basically, what I want is the player to be going back and forth on these rather than on the walls. But we'll get there. Yeah. Okay, we should be good now. So you can just go that way, I guess. Which is fine. Yeah. Kind of want to make this level longer. Because there's more things I can do to be a jerk. It's not going to be that long. I just don't... I like the idea of not having a ceiling that's visible. So if I go like this... Yeah. Yeah, see? Hello, Punkcake. How you doing? Good to see you again. Okay, so what I want to do now is to have like a moving platform going up. I think. Or okay. Sorry, I'm kind of improvising here. I'm trying to figure out what I want while I do it, which is not always the best way to design levels. Sometimes you actually need to plan ahead and boring stuff like that. Starting to think about getting a ukulele. Ukes are fun, man. Highly recommended. I can't say that I play mine a ton, but I enjoy it. Plus, they're very versatile. Like, they're surprisingly versatile. You can do a lot of neat stuff with the ukulele. Especially if you've never run a ukulele through a guitar, like a guitar processor, like amps and stuff, it's a lot of fun. Oops, this needs to be 9. I like this song. It's nice to have background music because then I don't feel obligated to talk 24/7. Oh, well, you can buy stuff online. I mean, there's plenty of places you can buy things online. I mean, I don't know if they have a Guitar Center outside of the Americas, but if you're in America, you can just go to like guitarcenter.com and buy something. Although with an instrument, I understand that you kind of want to try it out before you buy it. So, I hear you there. reference not set to distance of an object. Oh boy. Oh, it's over 100 units. I've never had this problem before. There we go. Direct, I am planning on doing 100 core levels and then 25 bonus levels. Or 20 bonus levels, maybe 15. It depends on... Oops. Oh, that sucks. I heard that, like, the UK, I don't know where in Europe you are, but I heard the UK was having some internet connectivity problems yesterday. Oops. Ah, I keep screwing it up. That's one way to do it. I'm trying to go fast, and I shouldn't try to go fast when I'm testing something out. I like this better, actually. Although this forces the player to take a very specific path. Oh, gotcha. Is it nice there this time of year? Slovakia. Man, I've got a contingent of Europeans. I should move over there. It gets pretty hot. This level is deceptively difficult. Which is good. I like the idea of forcing that kind of movement. Ah, shit. This might be like one of the super late levels, though. Because it's pretty difficult. I'm gonna make this a little bit more lenient. Yeah, it sounds like Minnesota in the summer. So is something like this too mean? Yeah, it does sound like Minnesota. We've had snow as late as the end of May before, although probably not this year. Ah. Hey, Wooden Raccoon, how you doing? Hope you're having a great Saturday. I almost forgot what day it was. Yeah, the timing on that's weird. Jesus. I want to make this harder. I'm doing pretty well, man. Thanks for swinging by today and seeing what's up with the stream. It's good to see a couple new faces around. Take care, Tropical. Yeah, for sure. If you make some Famitracker stuff, send it my way. I would love to hear it. I'm gonna set these to fire very slowly. Because I think this level is going to be hard enough as it is. Even getting to that point is... You can't go that way. That's one thing that I don't like about this level, is that I limited the path. But, you know, that's okay. Now I just gotta beat it. How hard can that be? Shit. Those turrets might have been a bad idea. Instead of smart turrets, I'm thinking about doing dumbfire turrets. Just shooting straight up at like 1.5. Because this will still force even if these aren't really necessarily a threat, it's visual noise. Ireland's weather. Huh. So it's kind of cold and rainy? Is that what Ireland's like? Ah.
Adventure into forgotten depths of the planet.
Check the temperature. Oh wow, that's nice. That's like a pleasant temperature, right? 25 Celsius is like 65 Fahrenheit, roughly.
From the deep well where it slumbered.
Fuck.
And touch the tiny points of light suspended in unyielding darkness.
My the trick that I learned for converting Celsius to Fahrenheit is to double the number and add 15. So 25 times 2 is 50 plus 15 is 65. It's not, I mean, it's not perfectly accurate, but it gives you a close enough approximation to where you can at least understand what they're saying. Fuck, every time. I'm going too fast, but I'm trying to beat the level so I can time it. Go! All right. There is definitely a platinum route in this level. I can kind of see it. This one's hard. Yeah, Fahrenheit's a thing. Honestly, I just wish we'd all switch to metric, but you know, I'm not in charge of those kind of decisions. Break time. Ah, I still screwed it up. I'm interested in seeing somebody speedrun this level. This is one of those, I think this is one of those levels that kind of will be a quitting point for some people. Ah, I did it again. Because there's a skip early on, and if you can get that skip early on, you can stop the waiting process for that one moving platform. Nope. Because the skip is I can't even do the skip right. I'll try the skip after that because I do think that there's a platinum time in this one. Oh. If you go fast enough, maybe it doesn't matter. Shit. This level's hard. It's doable. It's definitely doable. Because I've done it before. Just gotta go for that. Ah. That was... Oh. God, I need to remember to turn more. There we go. So this is one of those levels that that relies heavily on you remembering what to do. Ah, no! Nope. Nope. Can't hit the button 5 times. 5 times is 1 time too many. I wonder if I can go this way, if I can... I don't know if that saves time, but maybe it saves some headache. What have I been up to lately? That's how you conversate. Yeah, I have been working on a lot of things. A lot of really cool things. I have been focused on trying to make a soundtrack for my friend, Madam Barry. She is working on a game called Visual Out. And I am working on a cool soundtrack for that. And it's been fun so far. But I have not gotten as far as I wanted to. I might be working on that in a little bit. If I can finish this level... If I can finish this level, I'll probably bounce over to that or some other music-related thing. My thumb is actually getting sore from jamming on the jump button so much. There we go. Oh my god, I can't I can't understand the pattern up there. What I should do is, I mean, this is a really good level because of it. Because like all of the difficulty is backloaded, so you can understand the first half, but then you have a whole second half to contend with that's completely different. And the timing is off just enough where you have to pause. This is actually a really good level. It's just really frustrating, which I guess is what makes it a good level for some people. Masochists like me. Oops. Okay. No! Well, that's a little shortcut. What did I even do that time? Oh, I just went like that. Okay, that makes sense. That was a long time ago. So one thing I have to do is I have to spread these out a little bit more, because I don't want you to skip that. Nope, still skip it. There we go. Okay. This is the time. This is the one. Nope. I lost my groove. Nope. Too many taps. This is why people watch streams, right? To watch people struggle through video games. This is just struggling through a video game you've never seen before. What was I doing there? Nope. Haha, the turrets do work. Oops. My thumb is becoming numb to the jumps. Talking to a friend. Got drunk. It is hilarious talking to a drunk person. I'm really glad that you enjoyed that. It made me laugh a lot too. I thought I posted the sound file in Tim's Discord. I might not have though. Where am I going with that? Phylix, this is a game called Color Jumper. It is something that I have been working on for the past year or so. It is a puzzle platformer game based around matching colors. And I made a level that is too hard. Dang it. And I'm trying to beat the level to prove that it is beatable so I can put it in the game. At least I'm getting better at that part. Oh, okay, so you have to... That's not... I might make... Oh, excuse me. You can play it right now, actually. Isn't this the game which took 100 lines of code so the character could move? I mean, there is a lot of code for controlling the player's movement, if that's what you're saying. Are these centered? I don't think these are centered. Yeah, this should be over here. There is actually a lot of code for the player's movement. If you wanted to see it, it would be under the 2D controller. I mean, this is the player movement right here. Because it's all hand-coded, because a lot, if you make it physics-based, it's difficult for something to feel reflexive. Like, it's difficult for something to feel good. So it is hand-coded. Ah, I forgot the pattern now. That's the one thing I don't understand how speedrunners can do. Like, remember the pattern of 100 different levels. Oh. I really respect speedrunners. Where was I going with that? Almost got it, though. I get messed up. I don't like those being green. I'll keep with the motif. There we go. Okay. It's doable. I just gotta do it. Just do it. Too many jumps. Done. 48 rotations in 15 seconds. God damn it. Oh boy. So, Phylix, I'll show you a normal level. Actually, here, let me just, I'll show the game that I have so far. I'll show you the basics. I have no idea why you are, Pancake. So, Phylix, the general thing for this game is every time you jump, you rotate, which I'm sure you've figured out already. It has similar mechanics to Super Meat Boy. The main mechanic is, depending on which way your player is facing, it activates blocks, which can be used in all sorts of interesting and fun ways. Like you can see here, and here, and so forth. And then, like Super Meat Boy, it's based around like twitch reflexes a little bit, and other stuff like that, and yeah. And if you move on within the game, oh, this is a boss fight, isn't it? Nope, nope. So you get keys and locks, which is something that I need to work with more. You get, I think there's lasers in this one. Maybe not. This level I found a way to break, which isn't awesome, but yeah, so the levels are generally pretty short. They're designed to be bite-sized. There's going to be about 100 of them. And yeah, like it's been definitely a project that I have focused on for the last year. There we go. Like you get laser beams now that push you around. And it's definitely something that, yeah, well, thank you, man. I posted a link to the demo above if you wanted to try it out for yourself. The demo is a little old considering what is in the game now. I want to get platinum for this. I haven't gotten platinum in this one in so long. Ah. It's hard, but it's doable. It's totally doable. I promise. Oops. Let's start over there. Ah! Too slow. Okay. Serious time now. Too slow. Bam! Did I get it? No, I didn't get it. I thought I changed that so even if you... Oh, there it is. The camera is all wonky. Yeah, this can be like 4. Well, that's interesting. I don't know if you can do it that way. Either way, yeah, so that is this game. This game is hopefully coming out in a couple months. It really just depends on if I finish the levels. I need to finish the levels, I need to finish the final boss fight, and I need to finish the soundtrack. So those are the 3 big things. I'm just going to try to chip away at the levels when I can. The boss fight I have mostly planned out. I just need to code. And the album should be fairly quick, but I have a feeling I'm going to be like super hypercritical on myself when it comes to writing the music for this game because I've invested so much of my life making the game. So I don't know about that, but I can cross that off my list, so that's nice. I'll go back and tune those levels a little bit later, but hey, at least we got that started. What time is it? 2 o'clock? I'm trying to think of what to do now. There's 2 things that I need to do. They're both music related. One is I have a ton of music that I need to go through for this album. These are all the old 2-hour track challenges that I've done that are over a year old. And I want to turn this into an album because then I can put it on Bandcamp, I can put it on Spotify, I can get people streaming it, which would be awesome. And so I need to go through and like remix and remaster all of these because they're super old. And that will definitely be a task. Alternatively, I have this this song for the visual out soundtrack that I'm making, and I think that I'm gonna try to sit down and knock this out. So let me switch modes here a little bit, and then I can work on this for, let's just say, like an hour or so. There's other things that I want to take care of today still too, but I'm gonna have to change some of my stuff around here. Because I'm going to be working with music. Because I'm going, shut up. I hate how in your dashboard for your own Twitch preview, they still push advertisements on you. That is idiotic. It actually really bothers me that they push ads. Making music, I think is what it's called. Yeah. Super fun. Yeah, okay. So I've been online for 3 hours, despite the little dip that I had in the middle there. Okay, so this is the song that I'm working on. There's 2 layers. There's like a chill layer, which are these, and then the active layer, which are these. Thanks, Twitch. At least it's so immediate. I gotta change that sound effect. It's driving me bananas. I'm actually changing that sound effect right now because it's driving me crazy. So give me just like 1 second here. Overlay. Settings. Sounds. Tweet sound. Oh, I can change the volume. Maybe that's all I need. Okay, that should be better. Okay. Are you about a contest? Soda bottles and caps, and the slogan was "Screw it." Screw it. Ah, God, that's dumb. I like that like advertisements and stuff are trying to be edgy, but I mean that's not edgy. That's just dumb. Yeah, so I want like these big sweeping chords here. So I'm just setting this up real quick. And then we can go like this. Yeah, I mean that's a good point, Pancake, but it's just it's like blatant and cheap. I guess that's what bothers me about it. It's just like so oh, we're gonna be to edge Zors, and then people are gonna buy our stuff because we're so edgy. It's like that's not really how you like build a customer base. I feel anyway. Maybe that's absolutely wrong, and that's exactly how you build a customer base, but it just feels cheap. A little work on that, but that should be good. Yeah, and like there are good commercials out there. There definitely are. I agree that they're hard to find though, which is too bad because that's better. Yeah, puns are so Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, people try to make commercials so bad they become memes, and that's a problem in itself. And I think, like, as far as advertising is concerned, I think Wendy's is doing it right with their Twitter campaigns. No, 40. No, you're you're not wrong, but with Wendy's Twitter campaigns and just Twitter account in general, they talk like a person. They talk like a real person that you might actually want to talk to at some point in your life, and I think that that is valuable. Oh yeah. So as far as song length for this, we want to get to right about here. So we've got a little ways to go, but honestly, I can just go like that. Because I'm just trying to inject another part of this song. Yeah, no, I hear you. There's like no way to control it, which is the problem. Like, you can say all you want about certain things, but there's no way you can dictate what gets popular and what kind of fades away. I don't know. Now, that I don't know. They both have a very similar, both have a similar arc, it seems. I just try to keep my head down and keep working on stuff. I'm too old to care about current trends. That's an excuse, right? I thought that they were both like two things that were so bad that they were kind of entertaining to watch, and then it seems like a lot of the videos that come out of it are like, we are number one, except whenever they say one, everything gets 5% faster and shit like that. Like, I think that's just... And I might be wrong. Like, I might be completely wrong. But... Okay, so I need to add another little pluck up here because I really like how the deconstructed version of this thing sounds. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I don't know much about We Are Number One, so I can't really say a ton about it. Like, I guess I pass judgment without really knowing what I was talking about. Hey, but hey, this is the internet. That's how it's supposed to work, right? Right? I can add glitchy stuff now. So I mean that's mostly the song. I need to clean it up a little bit, I think, but direct. Yeah. I also need to work on the layer 2 a little bit more and I want to get like a little drum machine going, which I think would help in this little middle section here, even if it's something really basic. But I want to listen to the whole thing to make sure the arc sounded okay first. Excuse me. So the general theme behind this area, this zone, is I think that it is like the hard drive and the front of the computer and like the lights and stuff. So it's supposed to be kind of dazzling. Yeah, it's cool that when people... Scully! Yeah, it's definitely kind of spooky, which I like too. $40 people. That's good. That's exactly kind of the thing I was going for. The game for that this is for, called Visual Out, is kind of an abstract exploration through a dying computer in the form of a Metroidvania. So a kind of tech graveyard and that kind of stuff. That's a near perfect explanation of what I was going for. So thank you for proving that I'm still on my game a little bit. So if we just have layer 1 here. So it doesn't have any of this other major stuff going on. Why is it so quiet? Oh. Okay, that's a little better. I don't like the sound of it, but it's a little better. Filter 2. Ooh, get some sub bass in there. Old stock photo guy. Wait, why is that happening? There we go. That's weird. It was routed weird. Yeah, I don't know nothing about memes. I want to keep it that way. Hi, Madam Berry. What octave am I in for this? I feel like I'm getting too low. Yeah, okay. That would explain it. It's too much bass. There we go. Oh, yeah. I wanted to let you know, even though I doubt I'm going to work on this for much longer. But I figured I'd pop you a notification, let you know. And I'm hoping to have this done by today. I know I said I was going to finish this by like Wednesday, but as always, my week got progressively screwed up. And this is with layer 2. Yep, this is Sector 2. This is with Layer 2 enabled as well. I'm thinking about adding a really simple drum machine for the second layer as well. I think that would enhance the experience. Which I'll do right now, actually. I don't think it needs to be terribly complex, just something to help keep the rhythm. I really like that. I really like this melody. Like, it's just perfect. And I don't say that a lot about my music. Okay. Take care, Punkcake. Thanks for swinging by. Hope you have a good rest of the day. And I'll talk to you later. Okay, so this needs to be set as a classic with sustain. Yeah. Okay, so this is a little loud, but I really want this just in the background. Okay, and then do one of those fancy snare rolls. Ugh. Gotta be fancier than that. Make it a little quieter, but you get the idea. Yeah, so that helps give things a little bit more motion. Those are a little loud still. Maybe the first one can be a little louder. Okay, we'll do a little bit of a drum fill here. The nubbins are too small to grab. There we go. I'm just adding some variants to these now. Okay. So that's basically the drums. Actually, that's not basically just the drums. That's half of the drums. I kind of want to go like this. And then... What are you doing? Copy, paste. There we go. There. Give it a little bit more motion. Look at that smooth wave. Good stuff. So if we want the chill version, we just mute all those. And there's still motion to it, which fits within the theme of the level. But it's much more chill compared to this. Yeah, Barry. I'm glad that you were able to swing by. And then I have... Cats are fighting. I have not yet, actually. I meant to. but I didn't. So the last thing that I have is I have this exciter module down here, which does a whole lot of stuff. And I use this in the zone 1, and you just need a touch of it, but if you add it at the right spots, you get this weird bit crushed kind of repeating pattern. So I am going to do that for a couple places here. And I did this, like I said, I did this in zone 1, and it worked very well. And this will help create what does it sound like? Yeah, it doesn't sound good with that. It sounds really good with melodic stuff. That's too noisy. Oh, I need to bring this over too. There we go. No, I'll check out the VOD. If you wanted to send me a clip, I'd love to see it, obviously, and that would save me some time, but I don't want to put you out of your way. Yeah, especially it seems like you have a good control over just the audio effects inside of what you're working with anyway, so you can do kind of these weird little sweepy things. So I think that with that and this and everything else, you have a lot of cool control. So what I'm thinking about doing is just going through the whole song and then just doing touches of this throughout. Stuff like that. I can always change that around too if I don't like. Hey, Fire Sword? Fire Sword! Thanks for swinging by. But having these little yeah. It just makes it feel dustier, and I think I'm gonna have to come back and kind of change some of these around to make them a little less pronounced, but yeah. I think I might be going a little overboard on these, but I can always remove them. Remove them if I need to. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tune the actual effect because it gets a little too much. Okay, so now that this is all in there, I can figure out... Okay. So this feedback is a little high, which is what's causing it to loop. Hey, Awesome Face, how you doing? Like this one I feel was a little loud, so I'm going to bring that down. And this one, there's two right next to each other, so I'm just going to get rid of one of these. I really like the sound of having that echo. Adding the drums was a good idea. Definitely helped. Oh, that's way too much there. Whoa. A little too ham there, too. Let me just get rid of that one. Just a little bump. I went a little too crazy here, too. Overall, though, it worked well. It's a little loud in the end, though. So yeah, this is pretty much the whole song. Turned out pretty neat. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Barry. I'm glad that you like it. You of all people should like it, because it's for you. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to go rollerblading for a little bit and try to get outside, because it is a beautiful day out, and I've been streaming for like 4 hours. After that, I'm going to come back and mix and master this a little bit better. And then I will send it over to you, Barry. And then I will work on one of the other myriad projects I have going on. I think a cat's about to barf. Yep, God damn it. Well, I'm going to end the stream. You guys have a great rest of the day. I'll see you later. Love you all. Take care. Bye.